Hi, YouTube. It's kind of late. It's almost 11 o'clock Friday night. I had said I was going to make a video. I'd said there was something kind of big going on with me. This is just going to be really quick. So here's what my plan is. Um, I am, you've heard me say that I'm unhappy with my job, and I've talked to my wife. I have a friend that started his own company, and he is giving me the opportunity to work for him at, you know, depending on how I work and how fast I can work and get things done, I could probably make more working part-time for him than I currently am making. I'm leaving a federal job. I work for the federal government. I will be leaving. I haven't decided exactly when I'm 100% going to pull the trigger on. And I want to do it in a fashion where I'm not burning any bridges. I like everybody at work. I really do. I just want to be able to have something that I built myself. I spent my entire adult life working for the federal government. I have my retirement. So the return on investment is not, for me, the the benefits aren't marrying up to the work and the stress and things like that. I'm getting older. I don't want to have that kind of stress. So my plan is I'm going to work part-time for my friend, and I'm going to, something I don't enjoy doing is I'm basically going to go business to business, door to door, and offer my sharpening service. There really isn't anyone that does hand sharpening. There's places out here that do sharpening with machines and things like that, but no one that's doing hand sharpening out here in San Diego. And I think that's a niche that I could fall into. And while I might not be able to do it full time, would have to work part time. If I don't do it now, I'm going to work for somebody else for the rest of my life. I currently have got a chance where I managed to accidentally get some exposure with people across the country. And I said I was going to put it off. Elliot hasn't probably done it yet, but Elliot Williamson at Fair and Forge has said that he's going to start sending warranty sharpening work to me. They have to take some of the warranty things. There's certain things that they farm out to other people, and those people basically are authorized to do things to a Fair and Forge knife that doesn't void your warranty. And he had said, we're sitting around. Anybody that's ever talked to Elliot, I'm going to try and, since he does a Mike Gavco impersonation, my Elliot Williamson impersonation. We were sitting around at Helm Brewery, and I told him, I was like, guys like you and Chris, his brother, and John Grimsmo, I'm so jealous that you guys get to do what you love. I told him, I would love to try and find a way to make this a viable business. And Elliot had his computer, and he goes, well, we could probably do something to help you with that. That's my Elliot impersonation, because he's just that's kind of the way he talks. He's this monster guy, and he just kind of talks real quiet like this. And, well, I know a guy, kind of like that. So, and then kind of hinted to John Grimsmo that this is where I was going. And John is the one that really kind of set me on this path of being good at something and taking it someplace and being your own boss. Well, I'm not going to be able to be my own boss all day. I won't have to have another boss for as many hours of the day. So the wife and I are going to have to do some talking about it. I'm going to Japan in August. So this is just real quick. There's probably not too many of you really interested in what I like. We don't care. Do something stupid. Cut yourself with a knife. Cut yourself with some scissors. Okay, so this morning at about 4:30 in the morning, I took the dog for a walk because the wife is in Japan, and I had things that I had to do, and I had to go to work, and I've been sick all week. And basically, I only worked 4 hours Thursday, and I was off Monday because of 4th of July, and I was out sick Tuesday. If you remember, I made the video, and it got worse. Oh, it got so much worse. Went from just diarrhea to vomiting and things like that. So, at any rate, so I only worked that Thursday morning, and then I had to go home because I was just exhausted and worn out and still sick and throwing up. And I got ready to get up this morning, Friday morning, and I was like, hey man, I'm rehydrated, I feel better. And I took the dog for a walk, and we went around a corner, and the dog surprised a skunk, and we got sprayed. And I had to take the dog to the groomer, and I smelled like skunk, and all I could smell all day was skunk because it was in my nose. I got sprayed and had to throw clothes away, and just miserable. So this has been just a pretty shitty week. But I told John Grimsmo in an email that I'm gonna have, I want, if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it, and there's no one, and I think I could honestly do this. And he's like, you know, hey, that's great, you know, if you're, as long as you're always moving forward, you know, you're moving in the right direction. My wife was like, oh, you just don't like your job and you want to take the easy way. And I was like, I don't want you to at all think this is going to be the easy way. I am getting ready to start a business. And I'm pretty sure that 90% of it I'm doing on an iPhone. I am going to build a website. You guys keep your eyes open. I will put my website up when I get it built. It's probably not going to be till after August, September timeframe. I'm getting knives coming in, lots more knives than I thought I was ever going to get. But it's still sporadic. There's a guy on the East Coast that wants to send me some knives. There's guys here local. I've had other people on Instagram recommend me to other people. My friend Mark that I mentioned in one of my videos apparently is friends with a lot of influential people in the knife world that own, not going to mention the companies, but online realtors or dealers of knives, several of them. He has a huge following on Instagram and Facebook, and I sharpened his Direware, and I posted a video of I had cut a hair and split it, and I sent him the video, and he turned around and posted it, and people have been asking for my card. So it's gonna take some time, and I have to do some work, but like I said, you guys have kind of been here for it. Not at all that I'm gonna ever be as popular as John Grimsmo is, but you people that have been subscribing to my videos from the beginning are going to kind of get to follow this journey, because I am going to do this. I am, even if it means that I fail. Failure is always an option. And if anyone ever thinks that failure is not an option, my daughter one time asked me how I got good at something, and I told her I was bad at it a lot of times. You're never, I mean, I had to do things wrong so many times to learn the right way to do it. Sometimes being wrong is the best way to get to being right. So I'm going to close it at that. Like I said, I will not be in San Diego. I will not be in the United States for the month of August. If you send me a knife, it's going to sit at the post office. So please do keep that in mind. I will try. I will definitely change my voice message on my phone. I've posted pictures of my business card on Instagram, so if you want to find that, you just have to look through my Instagram posts. It's gunmonkey1974 on Instagram. My email address is gunmonkey1974@gmail.com. Even if you don't need sharpening services, if you are one of my followers, just I would appreciate if you enjoy my videos that you shared them. It's definitely going to help me. People have been stumbling upon my videos and are like, hey, you know, wow, I saw a couple of knives you sharpened, you know, what do you think it would cost? And I told him, right now I have a guy that is talking about sending me, apparently he has a ton of knives, and he goes, well, you know, I'd want to send you my knives in small batches. And I was like, how many knives do you have that you're sending them to me in small batches? I want to send them in small batches, so still got something to play with. So, all right, so 8 minutes, 50 seconds, 9 minutes. We're going to cut it that. I'm going to go to bed. I managed to get some stuff that took the stink off me, and I had to take the dog to the groomer, and that was expensive, and she's still kind of skunky. It was bad. My neighbors were complaining that they could smell it in their cars when they got up this morning, and I told them, I was like, I got sprayed. I know the video's running long now. Took the dog around a corner, and like I said, it's 4:30, 4:45 in the morning, and I thought she was chasing a cat, and I didn't pull back. When I came around the corner, I saw it, and I got ready to yank back on the leash. And that's when I saw the tail come up, and I knew exactly what it was. Grew up on a farm, grew up in the country, seen skunks. Never got sprayed. I got sprayed in the city. Never got sprayed in the country. But I saw that tail come up, and it hit her. I was an innocent bystander. It was in my nose. I smelled it all day. It was on my clothes. So the first thing I did, I kicked my shoes off. I took my shirt off, stripped my jeans off, left my socks and underwear, and I trotting around the corner. The dog couldn't see. She's all slobbering, and trot around a corner and I see my neighbor leaving for work. One of my neighbors, and it wasn't the one because the stench hadn't hit yet. And he's like, Michael, what the fuck are you doing? And the second he's like, oh, you fucking reek. So I got sprayed with. To clean the dog up, leave the dog in the yard. The house still smells like skunk. I had to throw away my jeans, throw away my belt, throw away my pants, throw away my other hat. Not this one or my other one. I had luckily a hat that I don't wear very often. But I mean, it's just hilarious that as many years as I stomped around in the woods, in the backwoods of Ohio, and never got sprayed by a skunk. I got sprayed by a skunk 7 miles outside of downtown San Diego, and I still am in San Diego proper zip code. So, all right, YouTube, it's late. I'm gonna go to bed. It's been exhausting. The dog's tired. I'm tired, but it's been a lot. I've had to take like 4 showers today. I found some stuff. If you ever get sprayed by a skunk, get in touch with me. I found some stuff. I can't remember. It's Miracle something, Skunk Off. It worked. Sprayed myself with it. Sprayed my beard. Sprayed my hair. It felt weird. It smelled really strong, perfumey. But it's got something, an enzyme in it that breaks down the smell. And so currently, this arm got sprayed really good. The only place that I'm smelling it is my leg that got the majority of the bad spray. Like the lower part of my leg still kind of smells skunky, and the dog smells a little bit. But all right, not that you guys even care. The wife and kid have been gone for a month, and I don't have anyone to talk to. You're who I talk to. So who's got 2 thumbs and got sprayed by a skunk at 4:30 this morning? This guy. Have a good weekend, YouTube.